from Yoga with IRMI and loving and sustainable self-care. Good morning for the class. Hey Lori, hi, you gonna do it? Yeah, you gonna do the class? Awesome, good to see you. So that's my Wednesday morning live class. So we're gonna do yoga, you're gonna be able to watch me here. I'm gonna go back on my mat here and I'm just gonna instruct you as we would be in the studio. Glad to see you. So today our topic is yoga for fatigue. I woke up this morning really tired. I don't know why. The only explanation I have is it's really muggy today. The atmosphere is really heavy. And Mandy, good morning. Hi Mandy. And the elements, the weather, the elements outside, they influence us. And I know that for a long time. When I moved from Germany to Florida 22 years ago, the first 5, 6, 7 years, I was totally out of it in the summer. Good morning, Chilean. Hi. The heaviness of the atmosphere, those heavy fronts that come in and bring a lot of moisture, and the storms and rain in the summer, it was just bogging down on me. It was like it was a weight came down on me. I feel the climate here a lot, and I don't know, if everybody is like that, or just because I lived that contrast from coming from a moderate climate or from a cold climate. Really, Germany has 4 seasons. And so still, when those heavy fronts come in, even in the winter, very humid, very moist, a lot of heavy, heavy air, it just kind of bogs down on me, and I feel like this heavy blanket is on me. And I had a hard time getting up. I had a hard time, getting out of bed this morning. And I'm like, why? I had a good sleep. I did the same like I always do, nothing special in the evening. And then I thought, wow, it's really humid today. And that's the reason. And then I do, I breathe and I move and I start feeling better. So that really helps to get out of that muck. 20 years ago, I didn't know any of this. And I just suffered a lot from it till I got used to it over years and years. So yoga is really helpful to deal with all those outside influences, and also our inner emotions and our inner feelings and our inner muck, so to speak. So it works on both ends, and that's really great. So let's get started. It's time. Let's come onto the floor. So I come onto my mat and I take a pillow or a blanket. Here at home, some of you know me from my yoga classes on the ground, and I could also sit on the ground, but because I have the pillow and the blankets, and I really want to show you too that it's really okay to help yourself. It's really okay to use something to make your seat more comfortable and just be able to relax your hips and knees better. Let the arms relax, the shoulders then. And as always, we take a couple of moments to arrive, to settle in, and just draw the attention inwards. Yes. So let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose if you can. So in yoga, traditionally, the inhale and exhale through the nose, if the nose is open. Sometimes you might have a cold, you can't breathe through the nose, of course, then we have to breathe through the mouth. But traditionally, the inhale goes in through the nose, the exhale goes out through the nose. This already creates like a calming effect on the nervous system. It also, in the cold winter times, it warms the air to body temperature. So it doesn't go in there ice cold into the lungs. If we breathe through the mouth, the air would be much colder still when it gets down into the lungs. So it really helps to protect the lungs. The nose also filters the air. So little particles, dust, things even that we can't see, even viruses and bacteria, excuse me, they get filtered in the nose to some degree. So there's like this filter out here that is really helpful to clear the air, clean the air, warm the air. And then also the nose breathing catapults the air in a certain way into the lungs that it can be received the most beneficial way. So that is another very important part of the nose breathing. And you can imagine through the nose the breath comes in like a much more focused. The openings are much smaller, so there's a more focused stream that goes down into the lungs, rather than the mouth, which is a bigger opening, where there would be a much more air coming in, but not so focused. So even understanding that difference makes a lot of sense, that there's a difference between the two ways to breathe. Yes, and just take a couple of moments, relax your shoulders, your arms. The face, the facial muscles, the forehead, the eyes, the tongue. And already we start to come into a more comfortable, relaxed state. Maybe you have a deep exhale, a big releasing breath, like even a sigh. If it feels good to let that out through the mouth, that sound, it's okay, like really allow the body to breathe. And then go back into your nose breath. Yes, that's how I feel this morning. Yes. So I want to let go of this heaviness of the atmosphere that I feel like is laying all over me like a blanket. And become aware of your seat, your glutes, your sit bones, the feet. The foundation is kind of a triangle if you have your legs in the easy pose. So the triangle is a really stable shape to sit on. So it really helps to settle the pelvis in, and then on top of it the spine can rise naturally without a lot of effort. And the head, the skull sits on top of it. The arms drop naturally downwards. If we don't make an effort to lift them, they're going to hang down. So we want to stay in this pose for a little bit longer. Yes. And let's start to move the head and the neck into the bobblehead movement. So irregular movements, irregular rotation. It's not a rotation, it's just a bobbling, like a bobblehead. Small movements, allowing the body really to move from its inner impulse. Yes, releasing breath. The breath is always our friend. The breath is a lot more than that, but it's always telling us where we are. And then slowly let the movement reside. And kind of let the head kind of sink back into the center. Nice breath, yes. Relaxing deeper into the seat, into the earth for 1 or 2 more breaths. Yes, settling in. Now let's bring the arms out and up on the next inhale. Hands touch above, stretch it up. Exhale, side to side. Inhale out and up. Hands touch. Exhale, side to side. And let's go one more time. Inhale out and up. Exhale down. And take a breath. Yes. Now, let's just come forward, bring the hands forward onto the floor, curl the toes, and let's roll up into a standing position. And this is just a suggestion from me to come up. If you have a better way, you can do it your way. But make the coming up from the floor more like into a pose rather than into a struggle. And I came up with this, showing people how to come up from the floor because I saw so many times people struggle to get up from the floor, and then I showed a little bit of method on how to do it. But if you have a different method, or if you need to do a different method, it's fine. But just think about making it more into a structured pose than rather a struggle, like trying to somehow get up. So now just maybe drop the knees over, or some kind of a routine, more into a form, I should say, than into a struggle. Now let's bring the feet hip width apart, so a good stance, and really release the arms and shoulders. Take a deep breath. Mountain pose, so we're going to feel the ground, feel the earth. And then we're going to start to loosen up here in the entire body. Now again, let the head bobble. And then you also start to shake a little bit. Bend the knees. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. Just kind of shake it, but gently. Just shake the arms, the body, the torso. Soft knees, so you kind of bounce a little bit in the knees. The head can do the same. It's bobbling. And we just start to loosen up here. Yes, notice your breath. The breath is always telling us that we release or hold on. So nice releasing sounds in the breath tells us that we let go. So really shake it up. Shoulders, neck, hips a little bit from side to side. At the same time bouncing in the knees. You can move the arms a little more. Just play. Let it feel good. And side to side. So really loose and bouncy movement. Loosening the spine, the shoulders, the hips. Yes, and allowing the breath to deepen. Like a shaking off that heaviness and the fatigue, that feeling of being so tired and not motivated maybe. And imagine it's falling off of you, like little pieces of clay that fall off of a statue that imagine starts to move. It's just my imagination. I try to make it, interesting to you and imagine that you wake up. Now keep that movement going. We drop the head forward, chin to the chest, keep it bobbling, and we're gonna bobble down. So you keep that bouncy movement, keep yourself kind of moving from side to side. Head is heavy. And then we make the way down like this. So still bouncy. It's also fun. When we are fatigued and when we feel tired, there's not a lot of fun. We're usually serious and maybe even complaining. So this is fun. So we start maybe to laugh a little bit out ourselves. And we're going to start to touch the floor. Still bounce. And then start to swing the arms from side to side like a figure 8 and stop bouncing now. And draw the arms from side to side on the floor into the figure 8. Elephant swings its trunk, it's called. Now start to roll up with the movement, with that figure 8 in the arms, but the head is hanging. So we start to roll up, massaging the spine up. Playing elephant swings its trunk. Swing from side to side, still, even though we are up here. And now let the movement get smaller. And now we come back into the mountain pose more and start to bobble again. Start to loosen a little bit more in the shoulders and in the neck. Yes. So maybe the arms want to swing a little bit more. Maybe there's some energy of like a little bit more passion or even a little bit more anger, like a fire. And it's a good thing when we feel fatigue. A little bit fire can get us going. You don't need to be mad at anybody. You don't need to be angry at anybody. Just more about the fatigue or the heaviness, like I don't really need you anymore. It's enough now. Yes. And let's drop the head. Keep the movement going and we're going to roll it down again. Keep it going, keep it going. Keep bouncing, keep releasing. And slowly roll the spine down. Yes, deepening the breath. The hands come to the floor. And then when we come to the floor, start to draw the figure 8 again. Stop the bouncing. Keep the knees soft and just draw the arms. Drop the arms from side to side. Drawing that figure 8 on the mat. And then we start to roll the spine up again with the figure 8. So you stop, keep on swinging, keep the head hanging, roll the spine up. And we come all the way up, keep the movement flowing in the arms a couple of more times. Play. Yes, swing. And notice how the weight is getting better. The weight starts to come off the shoulders. Yes, the body starts to breathe deeper and now slowly come back into a center. Let the movement get smaller. And then we're going to come to center. And let the movement reside, mountain pose, and take a nice deep breath. And maybe the feet a little bit closer now, maybe 2-3 inches, and just feel the length of your spine, the length of your legs, your posture in general, shoulders drop, and just a nice solid mountain pose. Much more grounded, much more clearer even in the mind already. Nice deep breath, yes. Awesome. Now we're gonna stay standing a little bit longer, definitely. And now we're gonna bring the arms to the sides and touch your index and thumbs together. Bring the other fingers kind of firmly together. You don't need to squeeze. And then we're gonna inhale and bring the arms up and bring one knee up. It doesn't matter which one side you start. So bring the knee up as high as you can. And then exhale down and bring the arms close into the torso. So we kind of squeeze in a little bit, squeezing the air out of the lungs. And then inhale, other side. Arms stay parallel. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So I'm going to say in. X, in, 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 X. Keep the feet down. Inhale all the way up. Arms parallel. You can release the mudra, the fingers. A little bit of back bend. Exhale, forward bend. Arms out and up. And I'm going to turn sideways. You can see me better. Inhale, forward, up and back. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. X. In. X. In. X. In. X. In. This time straight up. Arms parallel. Bring the feet a little bit wider, maybe the width of your mat. And then exhale, right arm to the right. We bend to the right, left arm alongside the left ear, so side bend. Inhale up and parallel. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. And exhale left. Inhale up and parallel. Now exhale, we're going to bend sideways to the right again. And then inhale to the left. So more like a swinging movement now. Exhale. Parted palm. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. So imagine a palm tree in the wind or a tree in the wind. So we really bend the hips also from side to side. Inhale to one side and exhale to the other side. So getting flexible in the body. Arms stay parallel to each other. Just opening more and more. Flowing with the breath. Yes. So really bring the hips to the opposite side where the arms go. Yes. Inhale up and center. Exhale side to side. Yes, great job. Relax, shake it out. Deepest breath. Wiggle the head and the arms and shoulders again. Oh, maybe you can see how much I bend my knees. So you want to always really, first of all, protect the knees. And then it gives us more stability in the feet. We are better grounded. And then actually the upper body can move. And we don't fall over that easily because we have a good stance. Yes, flop it around. Let it go. All the heaviness, all the tiredness, all the fatigue. It's like rolling off. It's sliding off the body, the shoulders. And slowly we let the movement reside. Just come back into your standing pose. Nice deep breath, yes. Just take a moment, relax. Feel your posture, feel your grounding, feel your breath, feel your grace. And let's bring the feet closer, so the feet are under the hips. Inhale, arms come out and up, hands touch, back bend. Exhale, forward bend. Come into the squat if you can, or you can modify and stay in the forward bend. Inhale, we lift the chin. Exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale, forward. And exhale, left. Inhale, forward. Exhale, forward bend. Drop the head, loosen the shoulders. I'm going to turn sideways again so you can see me better. You can stay where you are probably. Next inhale, you're going to roll up. Let the arms hang. Let the head hang. And as we come up, arms come out and up. Hands touch, back bend, hip bones forward. Now on the exhale, we're going to bend, stay in the back bend and bring the arms into the goddess pose. Or a similar pose we did before with the forearms parallel to the floor, fingers firm, and the hips forward. So stretching the chest open here. Inhale, come straight up. Exhale, forward bend. Relax the torso, the neck, spine is releasing. Inhale, roll up. So loosen the torso, loosen the arms, loosen the neck. And the arms come out and up. Hands touch, back bend, hip bones forward. Even if it's just a slight back bend, just go where you can. Softness in the knees always. Exhale into goddess, so bring the arms out and feel how that stretches the chest open. So with fatigue, a lot of times we don't have a deep breath and a congested chest. And then inhale straight up. Yes, exhale, forward bend. Soften the knees, drop forward and down. Breathe the head. Next inhale, you go one more time, roll it up. Let everything be loose and focus on your core, on your abdomen, on the spine, rolling up. And then the arms come out and up, hands touch. Exhale, back bend, arms into goddess, stretching the chest open. And the back bends are also just in general invigorating. So they wake us up. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, forward bend. And take a deep breath, let the spine hang. Now let's walk the hands to the top of the mat and the feet back, so come into downward facing dog. Press the hands down, spread the fingers, press the palms down, soften the knees, head is hanging, hips are high, wiggle the head. And then we're going to walk the dog. And bend one knee at a time so you can, it's like walking in one place. So stretching the back of the legs, the glutes, the lower back. Yes, deep breath. Head is hanging. Yes, releasing breath. And let's come back to down dog. Inhale, hips come high. Exhale, sink the sternum closer to the floor. Inhale, right leg out and up. Point and stretch. Exhale, knee to forehead, forehead to knee. Round it in. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow or in that direction. Inhale, out and up. And exhale to the outside of the right elbow. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, lunge forward or walk. Next to the right hand, and remember you see me mirrored. And let's gaze to the top of the mat. You can lower the left knee if you like for modification. And let's feel that long stretch here on the left side, the hip, the leg, the heel. Next, inhale, right arm out and up. Exhale, the right hand comes to the lower back. You can rest here. And twist a little bit more into the right direction, over to the right. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, we step back into down dog. Exhale, adjust. Inhale, left leg out and up. Exhale, knee to forehead, forehead to knee. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, out and up. And exhale on the outside of the left elbow. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, lunge forward next to the left hand or walk. Take your time, front toes and the fingertips are in one line, left knee over the left ankle. Bring the right knee down if you need to modify. Inhale, left arm out and up. Exhale, we bring the hand to the lower back. And that allows us to twist a little bit more over to the left. Yes. Inhale up and exhale down. This time inhale, we step into plank. Reach the heels, engage the muscles in the thighs, the tummy, the arms. You can modify and bring the knees down at any time. And then exhale, float down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, arms close to the body, top of the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, curl the toes and come back to down dog. Deepest breath, adjust your feet. Head is hanging, hips are high. Yes, as if the tension, the worries, the tiredness, the fatigue is rolling off the spine, the shoulders, the arms dropping down into the earth. Inhale in, exhale, relax. Next inhale, we're going to come into the cat lift, so you can bring the knees down and lift the chin, or you can hover with the knees over the mat. And exhale into down dog. Inhale, pick your cat lift. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, pick your cat lift. And exhale into down dog. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, down dog, and take a breath. Next inhale, walk the feet back, and we come into plank. Stretch the heels back, really strengthen the body here. So now we create some heat, some strength, some toning. Exhale, float down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. And on the exhale, let's sit back into child's pose. And relax. Open the knees if that helps you. And then come down with the arms and the forehead. And relax. Breathe. Maybe you need to make pillows with your hands or stagger the fists on top of each other. Yeah. Release the fatigue, the sleepiness, the heaviness, the worries. And that's the beauty of yoga. In the yoga practice, we can release those feelings, those mental clutters, the emotional clutter, the stiffness in the body. That hour gives us the chance to let it all go. And what the beauty of it is, we are not accumulating it. We are not just holding it in every day, and then the next day is another bad day and we're holding it in again. Instead of holding all those emotions and feelings and achiness in all the time, the yoga practice gives us the chance to let it all out every day. It's like cleansing every day. It's like a hygiene. It's like brushing your teeth, but brushing the entire system, the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body. And coming closer to our spirit, really, to our soul, feel our inner goodness, our inner innate goodness better. And then have that connection to live the day with, instead of with the heaviness and the worries being dominant. And that's really yoga. That's the beauty of yoga. It's cleansing us. Every day we can let go of that stuff. And it really works, because afterwards we feel a lot better. And now we can move on in the day with a better feeling. We're going to have better experiences. We're going to think better thoughts. We're going to have better interactions with relationships. And it's just gonna spread this ripple effect into our environment. And it's a healthy, a better way of life. And let's take one more breath here after my speech. And then inhale, let's come up onto the hands and knees. Exhale, adjust into table pose. Well, sometimes it's really good to understand what we are doing and how it works and see that that's really working. And you're gonna feel it. You all know how it is. And if you don't, you will know after this class. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, curl the toes. Send the hips up into downward facing dog. And soften the knees, very important. Hips can come higher. And the breath can deepen. And the sternum is sinking a little closer to the floor. Now let's drop the hips from side to side. This stretches the side body. Yes. And come back to center. Inhale, hips come high. Exhale, relax. Inhale, we step the right foot forward. Exhale, step the left foot forward or walk into the forward bend. Inhale, let's roll up. Roll the spine up. And slowly rise. Arms come out and up. Hands touch above. Exhale into mountain pose. Take a deep breath. Take a moment, feel your grounding, your feet, feel your good posture, the length of the body, the length of the spine. Now we're going to step the left foot back. 3-4 feet like a warrior position with the back foot in a little bit, and we're just going to do one more nice full stretch here, the yoga full body stretch with the triangle. I love the triangle to stretch it all out now. Inhale, arms parallel to the floor. See the torso is sitting on top of the pelvis. And then exhale, we start to reach the right hand forward. Bring the left hip back. See how I tilt here? And then the right hand is going to come towards the right leg. Maybe into even you can go into your thigh or the shin, and then the left arm straight up. And then see how far you can drop it over to the right without bending the torso forward. So we want to stay sideways. Imagine the body is in between two panes of glass. You can't lean forward, you can't lean back, you only can go sideways. So it's not about how far you bring that hand onto the leg down, it's more about keeping the form sideways, so stretching the hips, the lower back, the legs, so it's really a good full body stretch. Again, the triangle is symbolic for unity. It has 3 points, even length on each side in this case, or in our case, I should say. It's a good pose to also calm and center the triangle. And if it feels good, you can come down on the inside of the leg, touch maybe the floor, or take a pillow and bring the hand onto the pillow or blanket or block, keeping the body sideways though, not so much leaning forward. And feel that intense stretch in the back, lower back, hips, spine, legs, all the big joints in the body opening more. Yes. So we bring some spaciousness into the body. So the density, the heaviness is the opposite of spaciousness. Inhale, pull up in the belly and rise, warrior two arms. Exhale, release the arms down and take a breath. Yes, best breath ever today. And you simply turn the feet sideways to the long side of the mat. Then bring the other foot to the other side. Back foot in a little bit. Arms up and parallel, legs are long. And then exhale, start to reach the left hand forward and down towards the left leg. Right arm up. Again, you stay sideways. Look up if you can. And then find your place. Maybe you want to come down a little more if it feels good. And sometimes one side feels different than the other. You might go down on one side more than on the other. It can be different at any given day, really. So I try to go down a little more, see how it feels. Keeping the hips sideways. So I don't want to lose that stretch in the back. Yes, big opening breath and stretch, creating space, lightness in the body, anecdoting the heavy denseness of fatigue and tiredness. And let's take one more breath here. Next inhale, pull the belly in, come up. And warrior two arms. Exhale, come down. Turn both feet to the long side of the mat. And take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Now let's turn your foot to the top of the mat, whichever one that is for you. You want to go to the top of your mat. And then exhale, we step forward. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms come out, bend up, hands touch. Nice back bend. Exhale, let the hands slide in front of the torso, drop the head, roll the spine down, hands touch the floor. Inhale, step or jump into plank. So we're a little bit stronger by now, but do what feels good. Protect yourself also. And next exhale, come down to the floor. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. And on the exhale, we sit back to the heels. Inhale, arms come out and up, hands touch above. And exhale, slide the hands to one or the other side, swing the legs around. And we come into the staff position. Relax your arms, your shoulders. Take a moment and take a little snapshot now. How do you feel physically, mentally, emotionally? Take a little moment here. exhale, drop the head forward, chin to the chest. And on the next exhale, let's roll down. Arms forward and parallel to the floor. Maybe you need the hands on the mat, that's fine. Just come down safely, but at the same time toning the body here one more time. Well, that's not true, but toning. And then let's just take a nice deep breath here. Next inhale, let's bring the knees up into the chest. Exhale, we wrap the arms around the shin, tuck the chin forward, bring the spine, let the spine sink into the floor. And then let's roll from side to side, just loosen up in the back. Let the head roll with the body. Just make it feel good. Releasing the back, the spine, the hips. Yes. And then come to center, relax, take a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale, drop the knees to the left. Left hand helps them down, right arm to the right, at shoulder level, palm is facing up on the right. Look over there if you can, as good as you can. And we sink into the final spine twist here. Feel the expansion in the body, in your skeletal system, in the muscles. Also, the space in the mind is just lighter and not so worried maybe and dense. So density is always tightness, it's always constriction a lot of times. So when you get some space into the denseness, everything is a little bit more lighthearted, open, expanded. Inhale, center, roll up. Exhale, you go to the other side. Right hand helps the knees to the right, left arm at shoulder level. Look over to the left. Same pose, different direction. Releasing breath. And let's take one more breath here. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, bring the arms alongside the body, or you can bring the hands under the buttocks. That helps to support the lower back. I like it actually a lot. Inhale, stretch it up, point the toes up, and then on the exhale, we float the legs towards the floor slowly and evenly. And this again is toning the entire body here one more time. Sometimes, not every day is the same. So sometimes if you feel a little bit like it's too strenuous, you can bend the knees, bring the feet towards the buttocks, so it takes the pressure off for a moment, and then stretch the legs out again and keep on floating. So that's just a way to protect yourself from getting injured or just having too much pressure. And that's okay, that's yoga. You take care of yourself. You feel what's right. And then another day it might feel like, oh no, I can go. I don't want to do this right now. I'm not in pain or anything. I can do it. So it's always an assessment of the moment. Maybe you want to hover over the mat for a breath. It's also an option. And then come all the way down, release the hands, bring them alongside. And we come into the corpse pose, so separate the feet the width of the mat. Palms facing up. And roll up the neck one more time if you like. Come back to center. Make sure the neck is long, the chin a little tucked forward. Close the eyes if you like. And we go into the relaxation phase. And then relax with your breath. Make contact with the breath. Feel the inhale and the exhale coming in and out through the nose. And you maybe notice how the breath is pretty even. So there's a calmness in the breath now. And like I said earlier, the breath is always an indicator of what's going on the inside. So the breath is now even and balanced. That means our system is balanced. The body, the mind, the emotion, the spirit are in connection. They are connected. They are in the same place. They are present in the same place. And the breath is reflecting that. They're reflecting that easement inside now. And then the easement is there because there's no separation between all of this. The body is not here and the mind is over there, feeling like this and not knowing why. So all the different pulls that we have going on a lot of times, that is not happening right now. It's all centered here in the moment. And that's why the breath is even, that's why we feel relaxed, that's why we feel even happy. That's why we feel like the burden was lifted. That's why we feel the heaviness is gone. It's all because we are centered in the present moment with all of our different aspects. So that's what yoga does. It unites. Yoga means union. It unites not on the outside first, but first we need to unite ourselves, our different aspects. When we unite it inside of us, now we can live, we can act, we can respond from that union inside of us. And we're going to bring a different quality into the world than if we are divided on the inside. So enjoy this union inside of you, this calmness, this presence. That's where joy can arise. Happiness can arise out of union. keep the focus, not really focusing intensely, like more the intention on the breaths. So the breath is again reminding us of the union inside. So everything is a little softer. Union is soft. It's heartfelt. It's togetherness. Separation, disconnection is more frightening. It's scary, so it's constricting. It makes us isolated with ourselves. So the union is a softer feeling. Isolation is a cringy feeling. It's edgy. It's painful. Union is soft. It's warming. It's nourishing. It's supportive. And that feeling starts inside of us with each one of us. And then we can enjoy this. We can relax into it. Smiles comes to the face. Happiness can arise. Just because it feels good. No big reason. Not because something happened on the outside, not because it's Christmas, not because it's your birthday, not because something great happened and you won the lottery. It's just because inside we are united with ourselves, with our different aspects. Now this union, this good soft feeling, now we can relate from that place to the outside world. Yes, let's take one more nice deep breath here. And slowly roll to the right side. Rest your head in your upper arm for a moment, so we come out of the relaxation slowly. And then whenever you are ready, make your way back to a seated position slowly. Union is also slow. It's content. It has a pace that is sustainable. It's the opposite of stress. And let's come back. Let's open the eyes nice and slow. And this was our yoga for today. Thank you all for chiming in. For everybody who was first time here, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions, leave a comment and I will get back to you. Have a great day. Namaste. The classes are free, but if you feel like leaving a tip, there's a way to do it in the description above the video, and I appreciate it. Thank you and have a great day. And I'm very passionate about showing you and sharing with you how yoga makes a difference in our lives and how self-care, taking care of ourselves every day makes a difference in our lives. Somebody's here, Tracy, hi. And that's what I also teach in my programs and workshops. I just had my first Zoom workshop last Friday, which was awesome. It was a challenge with the technical stuff, but it was really fun. And now I'm offering a 12-week self-care program where I basically teach you and share with you all the things from yoga and Ayurveda that I know that helped me become a happier, healthier, and more fulfilled person. And there's all those little things that can be done every day in life, in the morning, in the evening, during the day. And there's just this big treasure chest of opportunities and tools that we can pick from, and you just choose what works for you and what speaks for you. And that's coming up in the beginning of February, and it's a weekly meeting also on Zoom where we meet weekly, it's a tongue twister, for 90 minutes and I share with you all those tools, going from the winter season into the spring season, also talking a lot about food and seasonal eating for your constitution. You will learn what body type you are, and so also be able to cater to that constitution that's unique to you better and stay healthy and happy and even gain health and happiness. So that's what happened to me. And if it works for me, it can work for anybody. I'm not special. So I invite you to think about this. If you have an interest, please comment on below the video, and we can talk more. Thank you again. Have a great day. Namaste.